we back to square one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Patriots going up against the Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is Hill. That one good for 13 and a New England first.
What the fuck? I put the fucking rookie in. After picking up the first on the ground. Throwing the first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out incomplete. Yo, they start none of my receivers. Oh my god. What the fuck was they doing?
And now a first down following that long gain. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they moved the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now we'll let that go. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard to pick up there, and it'll leave it with a 3rd and 3.
When you go from second to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you won that battle last play.
Yeah, first round to the offense, second round to the defense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. try and throw on third down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And he motions the wide receiver. Waiting now, first down. And all over the ground. And he gets the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often in fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now it's second down for Rivers. Brings it in. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense. It hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you outside as well.
That's where he big tight end is so good. That middle third of the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. I see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. If he's got it.
He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Close there, he caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's out past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they steal the edge? Whether it's offensive tackle or tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they let you throw one. That's normal NFL. Third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, the first quarter, like you said, set the tone, can't connect there. Now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they got across the 50 last time they fumbled and turned it over, so they're looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Now a short-term memory, a whole lot better ball security. Because if you take care of the ball, continue to move it, the chances of scoring some points, they got that pretty good. But I thought they didn't move in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team, because your defense has to make that stand up.
Running now for 2nd and 9. Possible run anticipation as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up and swallow you all those D-tackles and those tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. Put on that play, the defensive tackle out of the left. And he fires one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with his own schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay home and just sit down in that zone. And this will basically come right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
So far, they stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is the score as they go again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Just the first quarter of tackling is going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all seasons about a season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and make with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. That was a pretty decent ball game. If I missed it, it would have been a long night.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I'm all on the speeds of linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Rivers. This is caught at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaunt. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense is in press coverage here. Rivers down, second down. Dances to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, I Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, look to fight another down, right?
Third down and goal from the 8. They showed off a nice juke of the defender the next way there to bring him down. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down and looming. On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter, and we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we got our first score of the game. Does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will we revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now out come the Patriots. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If the crowd goes, first do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for that. Thank you, Doctor. Now, my handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of playmaking here.
Waiting now on first down. Finding a safety up here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's good set. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned, most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On play action, it's Brady. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Showing a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down.
It's easy to turn it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They created the takeaways. 2 interceptions. 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the first half.
interception here. Rivers. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, 22. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to take this one out only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back there, you're going to throw it every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Rivers. And he'll take it down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game a little bit here. They get another first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Rivers now for first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that is what you call a hit stick. Pulled down to the ground hard at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Working out of the Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know about positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Hands on for a second. With a tough catch, though, falls incomplete. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up on the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you got to understand where you are in the field. No pushing, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And we get in enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for the runners. I have no coach told before, they always told the runners, run around the offensive lineman pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. See a trip and ball when it happens in the game.
To throw is Brady. That's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defensive player has some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, they're supposed to let into the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got to flip down here to his wing back.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, Brady. And then it is incomplete. He was looking for Brock that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
one thing that I like defensively is they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep your offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They're set the man in motion. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it in the hands of Gronkowski is complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. They go play action to right. Now it's Brady. Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down on that is the lefty Ryan Allen in the punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. And Brady could be intercepted the 3rd time. Picked up near 44.
That was supposed to be a pass interference. That was definitely going to be a pass interference. The fuck? Let's see. Wait, where the fuck is Derek Rivers? Why the fuck is he here? fucking killing me.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up blocking assignments, or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man that's Allen. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just try to find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Rivers on 4-2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there. Both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. The defense really set the tone here in quarter 3.
Fuck was that?
Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part was the perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now the offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get over 50%. Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big time to get the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. Throwing is Brady on third down. 5%. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense so well, doesn't he?
It really does. And the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I think so.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Without a doubt, and look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. All else fails, you find a big 87.
Give him 4 yards there, it'll be second and 6.
Now that's kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to give him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
And this carrying is productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 6. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. On play action.
Fuck.
Time sack on third down. It'll be a loss of 7. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away with this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. He's carrying it out for Williams. And that one falls in.
The fuck? 3 motherfuckers there, now I couldn't catch the fucking ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Some straight bullshit.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. That was his carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
An extra quarter on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted the third time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He has his eyes on the end zone. He needed close. At least he's got the defense up nicely. He's probably mad he didn't take that into Vader.
I agree with you.
Now it's a center here. And just a short game that time is early to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Halfback set in motion. There's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. That's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Tom Brady taking it in. And the pass taking advantage of field position and the turn to cash this one in. And this one through the uprights and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally did the fact, man, just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the last drive here, we look to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCoy picks it off. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed and rolling left, trying to throw that far downfield.
I remember Coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the INT, it's Brady. And it's complete to the right side of Allen. And the 42-yard line here, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit it, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just look at the corner, maybe they're throwing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got for a sack. Corey Legion getting in once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. Bernard.
Oh, wow.
Pick up and it leads to 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Through the pass, got a completion, just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it, put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Uses his spin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
And a run. And they get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and the Chargers are first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, really sure about the small running back. Look, it's unless you can't find it. And sometimes that's part of his genius. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on the first and 10. The first down throw here for Rivers. It's Henry. Getting the landing on the first down completion.
Sitting down and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. I'm glad I didn't make it that way. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there. First down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they'll run it here. And they'll push his way forward here for a good little game. Give him 5 on the carry here, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure there's just a little bit extra.
Second down, Rivers. Below the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Brandon, this is one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete.
Brandon, sometimes when the sort of football that exists between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I like to get closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And then they'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting play to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied. But in the 4th quarter, that field goal really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, he still needs a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Kind of shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense needs something here on second down, and it's 2nd and long. Ready to throw on 2nd down. To the side, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Brady.
Oh, fuck!
yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, I feel like the play calls, you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
So after that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some balls tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And again, this time to the tailback. That's going to give us a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave it with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on second and 11. Brady will look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Might not be anyone that's run a 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady. Second all-time in fourth quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first and the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to put the ball in this situation.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
as soon as I walk out here.
And it's going to be the frequency that we experience flooding is going to increase. And that's going to have impacts on all the towns and all the people of Connecticut.
Visionary action on renewable energy and energy efficiency will keep Connecticut economically competitive while protecting our citizens' health and our climate.
A companion energy bill also signed today that advances the development and deployment of affordable, clean energy.
News 8 is your election headquarters, and tonight a man with a federal criminal record has officially qualified for the August Democratic primary for governor.
Bridgeport Mayor Joe Ganim spent 7 years in federal prison. He was re-elected mayor when he got out, and he says he's more in touch with average people than his opponent, Ned Lamont. Chief political correspondent Mark Davis joining us live with more on this tonight. Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Scott and Ann. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford Newsroom. Joe Ganim refers to himself as the second chance mayor, and he thinks that many people can identify with that, especially in the cities.
The twice mayor of the state's largest city officially qualified for the Democratic primary ballot with more than double the number of signatures required, and says he registered about 5,000 new Democrats during the process. A process heavily aided by his longtime friend and sponsor, Mario Testa, the longtime Bridgeport Democratic Town Committee chairman, who says the bulk of those signatures came from Bridgeport, New Haven, and Hartford. Ganim's position on major issues are not that different from the convention-endorsed candidate Ned Lamont on getting the state budget under control and highway tolls. But Ganim cites his experience running Bridgeport, both before and after he went to prison, as a major qualifications and contrast with Lamont.
The millionaire who some stays out of touch with some of the challenges, and then there's me, who's probably seen as so immersed in neighborhoods and cities and people's challenges.
Ganim says he knows his corruption convictions, resignation from office, and 7 years he spent in federal prison will be an issue in the campaign, and he seems to welcome it, saying his opponent should bring it up.
It's a valid topic, as is every element of the past. I think it's something that I bring to the table. People want to put it out front and center. That's okay. Look at the whole person. Look at the experience that I bring.
Mayor Ganim is pushing for 5 televised debates with Ned Lamont. As of tonight, Ned Lamont has agreed to at least 3. Live from the Hartford Newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.
Well, more close encounters coming up next on News 8 at 6. Bears are getting very comfortable around homes in Connecticut.
And it's the annual Travelers Pro-Am. Highlights from the course and a live report coming up.
Eight years of Dan Malloy have devastated Connecticut's economy. Businessman Bob Stefanowski's tax plan will rebuild it. Developed by the same highly regarded economists who helped President Reagan fix America's economy. Bob Stefanowski's plan eliminates the estate tax, phases out the income tax, and slashes government waste. Smart, conservative reforms, fostering growth and creating jobs. Bob Stefanowski for governor.
I'm Bob Stefanowski, and I approve this message.
Sit by day, sleep by night with my comfy $6.99 sleeper sofas. My Katie in full or queen, beige or gray. My Gracie in full or queen, blue or brown. Or my Malibu queen size in blue, tan, or gray. All come with Bobopedic cushioning for extra comfort while you sit. And Bobopedic mattresses for extra comfort while you sleep. My $6.99 sleeper sofas, only at My Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com.
This is Patrick. Instead of using his phone just to talk to clients, he's also using it to speak to his bottom line. With Liberty Bank, he's depositing checks right from his mobile device. You're banking without boundaries, Pat. You found your confident place. Liberty Bank.
Look at this beautiful mattress. It's a Simmons Beauty Rest with pocketed coils and a soft, quilted Eurotop design. But I don't want you to buy it for yourself. You see, we designed this mattress with Simmons for your second bedroom or maybe a cottage. We call it the Extra Incredible, and at $449 in queen size, you'll never find a better value for your guests. A Simmons Beauty Rest, just $449. Now your in-laws will always come back, whether you want them to or not.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for projects big and small.
Ready to go?
Not quite. Wait a minute!
bed. So we're putting in the patio.
Yeah, we're putting in the patio.
Yeah,
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now you can get an F-150 with $10,550 in total savings, or lease for just $189 a month at your local Ford store.
This segment of News 8, sponsored by your local Ford dealer.
The woman accused of stabbing a Hartford police officer in the neck last month is facing new charges tonight in an unrelated incident. The Hartford Courant reports 39-year-old Siobhan Augustin was arraigned yesterday on a breach of peace charge. This was for an incident that happened days before the alleged stabbing attack. Augustin is facing an attempted murder charge in that May 17th attack on Hartford police officer Jill Kinnick.
Bear hunters are continuing to get a little too close for comfort in the state. The latest in Bristol, where a family dog named Charlie wound up getting into a tussle with a brown bear.
At first we thought the bear had just clawed him. We got Charlie into the house. There was blood everywhere.
My grandpa helped stop the blood, but then my dad got called and we took him to the vet.
The dog needed surgery, wound up with 10 stitches. State wildlife officials remind people to be on alert, keep trash cans inside, and take down bird feeders.
All right. Okay, next on News 8 at 6. Anybody ready for some golf?
Not only golf, food. Lots of stuff going on here at Travelers. Day 1 now winding down. But there were a lot of people out here earlier and a lot of awesome food that they were eating. We'll hear from them coming up. Fresh.
Sam, you mentioned it was a little dusty in the fan zone today. We could definitely use some rain. Not much on the way for us overnight tonight. Dry skies to end the work week. There is, however, some rain in that weekend forecast. I'll tell you about that coming up.
Looking for something more intelligent in your next sedan? Well, look no further than Hyundai. The Sonata is packed with technology and comes from the brand named #1 in customer loyalty 9 years running. The Elantra is all brains with smart brakes and smart cruise control that adjust to changing traffic. All on top of America's best warranty. So every Hyundai sedan is a great deal more than just a great deal. Now lease the Elantra for just $129 a month or the Sonata for only $139 a month. Hurry, offers end soon.
Anna and Mark are headed into retirement and a little nervous, but not so much about what market volatility may do to their retirement savings. That's because they have a Shield annuity from Bright House Financial, which allows them to take advantage of growth opportunities in up markets while maintaining a level of protection in down markets, so they can focus on new things like exotic snacks. Talk with your advisor about Shield annuities from Bright House Financial, established by MetLife.
Your favorite games are on $19.99 all season long. The All-Star break is approaching. The Yankees will just stay hot as they kick off a 3-game series in Tampa Bay. Make sure you catch all the action. Friday starting at 6:30 on $19.99.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Experience the musical phenomenon. Les Miserables.
Coming to the Sugar New Haven October 4th through 7th. Tickets on sale Friday.
I've been eating my old Army weathers for the last 22 years. About a year ago, my doctor told me that I should stop driving. The doctor suggested that I call companions and homemakers. Best call I ever made. And Jesse here, make sure that I never miss my monthly lunch or anything else for that matter.
I'm a caregiver. What we do is important. Home is possible. Let us show you how.
News 8 Weather is sponsored by Companions and Homemakers.
All right, our buddy Fred is here. You mentioned a little dusty out at the Travelers, but the weather, not bad.
Weather was great today at the Pro-Am. Tomorrow should be fine. Friday looks pretty good. Saturday, I think, is the one day where we may have a little bit. Yeah, could be some rain coming through. Most likely will be at some point on Saturday. Still a little uncertain, though, as to exactly when those showers will be rolling through. Looking out at Stratford tonight, the Bird's Eye Marine area on the Housatonic, and gray skies to round out the day. But temperature still up into the 70s in most spots. A little bit cooler in New London, 67, 76, New Haven, Meriden, 78. A couple of stray sprinkles maybe working their way
through the northwest hills. A lot of this action, though, is drying up for us. Heavier rain off to our southwest. A lot of that is going to miss us overnight tonight, but there's a decent chance of at least some showers, particularly in the southern Connecticut counties late tonight and early tomorrow, and then this disturbance will move away. You see this one to our north? That one will be drifting down to the south tomorrow afternoon, and that may set off a stray shower or two, maybe a thunder shower in the northern part of Connecticut tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's seasonable day, high temperatures upper 70s and lower 80s. Here we go through the overnight hours. There you see that rain coming in. A lot of the heavy stuff staying off to our south. In fact, if you live in far northern Connecticut, you're probably not going to pick up much, if any, rain overnight tonight. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's all out of the picture as we head through the afternoon. Showers flare up, isolated though inland, so do not expect widespread rain at all tomorrow. Back by mid-afternoon, not bad at all. For New Haven, for Clinton, for Bridgeport, temperatures in the mid and upper 70s with an easterly breeze and low 80s inland. No other concerns for us as we head through tomorrow night and into Friday morning. Friday looks like a pleasant day. There'll be sun through midday, and then clouds will tend to gather during the afternoon. Not real warm, so real nice day to be out on the course, actually, on Friday. Temperatures in the 70s, clouds coming in late in the afternoon, knocking those temps back into the 60s in southwestern Connecticut. And the wind will help to limit the temperature as well along the shoreline. As far as tonight is concerned, notice those goose eggs showing up. Torrington, east to Windsor, Lock, Stafford, and Killingly, and not much at all in many other spots. Best chance of picking up more than a quarter-inch of rain is in the southwestern corner of the state, particularly the southern half of Fairfield County. So showers overnight tonight, mainly at the shoreline and mainly after midnight. Low to mid-60s for lows, winds out to the northeast about 5 miles per hour. For everybody, 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, then we get into some sunshine. There may be a pop-up shower or thunder shower during the afternoon, particularly inland and in eastern Connecticut. So think Tolland, Windham counties, temperatures in the low 80s. Out on Long Island Sound tomorrow, an easterly breeze, 5 to 15 knots, a brighter sky by midday into the afternoon. Here's your 8-day forecast. A showery Saturday with temperatures in the 70s. Sunday about 83 degrees with the chance of a thunderstorm flaring up inland on Sunday afternoon. And then more dry weather in the forecast for us Monday through the middle of next week with a warm-up. Here's how things shake out tomorrow up in Cromwell. We're looking at clouds 8 in the morning. Some sunshine, though, by 1 in the afternoon. Temperature around 80 degrees. So we're heading to the opening round. The sunshine.
Okay.
Alrighty, thanks so much.
All right, let's get out there to the Travelers. News 8 Sam Intro is on it. I thought they played golf out there, but apparently they just eat. That's what Sam's been doing today. How's it going, Sam?
It's going really well, yes. I mean, there are a lot of people that are out here to do stuff, of course, besides eat food and hang out in the fan zone, but there is a lot of golf going on. By the way, it just started to sprinkle. Very, very little. Just a little bit of light sprinkling out here in the fan zone, and it's a good thing because it has been really dusty out here, so a little bit of rain coming overnight tonight means tomorrow will be an even better day. By the way, I stand corrected. Today's not the first day of Travelers. This is the third day of Travelers. Tomorrow, the first day of actual competition going on. And if you're planning on coming out here, like a lot of the other people, you're probably out here to eat some food.
Mac and cheese and a sandwich.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Beer and burger. It's got provolone and it's got all kinds of things. Tomato, provolone. Yeah,
that was good.
It's very good. It was very good stuff.
Hot dogs. I don't know, dear. Dad wants Chinese, you know.
Yeah, Chinese. That was last night. Ice cream.
Yeah, I'd say the line for ice cream was pretty long. And there were a lot of people that were out at Ben & Jerry's trying to get ice cream. And it was pretty hot out here earlier today. But things obviously started to cool off now that we've started to cloud ourselves over too. Didn't even get a chance to show or talk to you about the barbecue. The barbecue today, I heard, sold out with everything with the exception of chicken. I don't know why. Maybe because chicken is the healthiest thing that they actually have on the menu over there. So yes, the tables around me are now empty. Not a ton of people that are out here at this point, but I guarantee it's going to get very busy as we head to the first day of Travelers Tournament itself for tomorrow. I believe it starts at 7 o'clock, but John Pearson will be back in sports with a little more to confirm or deny that fact. All right, everybody, have a great day. We'll see you back out here at the Mobile Weather Lab tomorrow. We'll be here all day tomorrow, all day Friday, and through the weekend as well. See you here at Travelers. Live in Cromwell. I'm here. I'll just see him Cantro. TV studio.
We're sitting by himself up there at that picnic table. We can find somebody to hang out with.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go back out to the Travelers, see how things were shaping up at the Celebrity Pro-Am. That happened today. Sports Team 8's John Pearson has the details coming up next.
Strawberries at Lyman Orchards are right for the picking. Bring your whole family for Pick Your Own Fun, now open daily. Don't forget to stop by the Apple Barrel and pick your own favorite treats to take home as well. Come join us and pick your own at Lyman Orchards.
Ben loves a good deal. Got one? A really good one. I hate jumping through hoops. No hoops. Just good stuff. Try me. Use the red key and get $300. Sounds good. Open a KeyBank premium checking account and get $300 when you set up direct deposit. Tell me more. And we offer mobile banking. Use your phone to deposit checks, easily transfer money, even pay bills on the go. Awesome. I'm in. Great. Be like Ben. Use the red key.
We've been boxed in. For too long, Connecticut's been led by politicians who only know how to spend money. And where's that got us? High taxes, jobs leaving, state near bankruptcy. I'm David Stemmerman. We need a governor who knows how to make money. I use outside-the-box thinking in the business I built from scratch. My specific plan will get us out of the mess the hardcore politicians got us into. Join me. Let's save Connecticut. I'm David Stemmerman, and I approve this message.
This summer, find what you love in New York State. Visit iloveny.com to plan your family's summer vacation today.
Hi, Bobby Crabtree, Colonial Toyota in Milford, Connecticut's #1 buying Toyota dealership. Are you looking for a truck? You have to see our all-new truck center. Come to Colonial Toyota, Route 1 Milford, or see us at colonialtoyotact.com. Because at Colonial, you get a better deal. You get a better dealership.
I think the world around us is like a mirror. When I explore my island with open arms, my Aruba embraces me right back. It brings me joy to connect with those who visit our tiny gem in the Caribbean Sea. My name is Shanti, and this is my Aruba.
The Connecticut Irish Festival is 2 days of food, entertainment, culture, and sports.
Including a 5K road race on Saturday.
Head to WTNH.com for details.
We'll see you there.
Brought to you by these sponsors.
Hello everyone from the Travelers Championship at TPC River Highlands in Cromwell. The real golf, round 1 starts tomorrow at 7 a.m. But today a little bit of fun with the Celebrity Pro-Am. They do this every year. They get pro golfers playing with actors, athletes, some UConn coaches, and they all do it for a good cause.
Please welcome from Dallas, Texas, Jordan Spieth.
Defending champ Jordan Spieth helped get the celebrity part of the program underway today. He played with Jets wide receiver Jermaine Kearse.
You were down there and I hit one. Could you catch a golf ball faded about 300 yards?
If I'm standing, probably. I mean, I don't think that's the safest thing to do, but...
Hall of Famer Ray Allen was part of the next group, paired with broadcasting legend Chris Berman, who was happy to lend a call to Ray's swing.
Well, I hope he says right down the middle. Bang, 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 bang. That is a three-pointer that is good.
Next on the tee, the ladies group. UConn basketball coach Chris Daly and field hockey head coach Nancy Stevens playing with past champ Russell Knox.
Where's your field hockey stick?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I should have brought one and maybe like on one hole putted with it.
Looks like you're the ladies of this program.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was lucky in my today.
And there were no shortage of entertainers in Cromwell. Actor Chris Jackson paired up with singer Javier Colon and fellow actor Dane DeHaan of Marvel comic fame.
I always am so terrified on the first tee.
You bust out any Marvel comic tricks?
I don't think so, man.
George Lopez also made his return to TPC River Highlands. He played with former NFL quarterbacks Dan Orlovsky and Boomer Esiason.
One thing that's certain that they do have is they have great people that come here, and they got great food, and they got homes on the fairways, which are important for us because you might need a pick me up margarita.
Will be worried in those homes when you hit?
Yeah, of course. But, you know, they got a good insurance. They got travelers.
Playing ahead of that group, UConn football coach Randy Edsel and Huskies hockey coach Mike Cavanaugh, plus Hall of Famer Jim Calhoun. You can yell at players and get results. Will you yell at your ball and get results?
I yell at it, but the damn thing keeps saying like where it is, you know, look for the hole, you know, I don't want it to.
Are you worried about Jim yelling at you to hit better shot?
Oh, if that happens no matter what.
Pretzel, his biggest concern came from the group playing behind. He and his former Husky quarterback Orlovsky had a little bet on the round. So coach is ahead of you in the group. If he's close enough, will you let it fly early?
I already told him I plan on catching something off your heads. He might try to do that, but I told him, I said, if one comes out, I'm hitting it right back at you.
All right, those two guys just finishing up now. We're going to have to find out who won that bet, if anyone got hurt along the way as well. Listen, the winner here are the charities from around the state, including the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, which benefits from days like today at the Travelers. Now, some notes tomorrow coming out at 8 a.m. Brooks Koepka, the U.S. Open champ, and Patrick Reed, the Masters champ, will go off at 8 a.m. At 12:50, Speed will go off. And at 1 p.m., Justin Thomas and Rory McIlroy will be teeing off at Travelers. That's the story from here in Cromwell. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John.
All right, Fred's watching the forecast.
Yeah, some rain coming through overnight. Of course, should be out of the picture, primarily at the shoreline where the showers will be tonight. Temperatures tomorrow in the low 80s, so a nice day up in Cromwell and nice again on Friday.
Excellent. All right, now for time, everybody. Have a great night.
See you later. Good night.
I like these award-winning cheddar puffs. And I like these award-winning cheddar puffs.
First place.
Both of us?
Booyah.
We're an awards family.
You'll like them both, but love our price. Award-winning organic cheddar puffs from Aldi. Simply smarter shopping.
It's gonna be a Subaru summer. The feeling is coming on strong. All summer long.
The Subaru Summer all-wheel drive-away is going on now. Drive away in a brand new 2018 Subaru Outback. Lease for only $269 per month or buy with 0% financing.
It's gonna be a Subaru summer. It's gonna be a Subaru summer. Hey, want DVR free for your Amazon Pass internet? Done. Now Xfinity Mobile is included. You can cancel 5 lines. You can save $400 or more a year, which you would spend on a bug-tastic music video.
Simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity TV, Internet, and Voice for $79.99 a month for 2 years. Plus, you can add DVR service free for a year. And that's how you can save with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit us today.
The signature event is only once a year, and it's here.
At George Hart Infinity.
And Hart Infinity.
Drive new QX30, $269 a month.
Signature selection.
With exceptional offers at both Hart Infinity stores.
New Q50, 0% for 72 months.
At Hart Infinity in Hartford.
And George Hart Infinity in Wallingford.
GeorgeHartInfinity.com.
HartInfinity.com.
The signature event ends soon at
Hart.
Felt great not having hepatitis C. It's like a load off my shoulders. I was just excited for it to be over.
Harvoni is a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. It's been prescribed to more than 250,000 people and is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment with 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. Before starting Harvoni, your doctor will test to see if you've ever had hepatitis B, which may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after Harvoni treatment. Tell your doctor if you've ever had hepatitis B, a liver transplant, other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or any other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni can cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni include tiredness, headache, and weakness.
Ready to let go of Hep C?
Ask your Hep C specialist about Harvoni.
Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air. The president's about face. President Trump signing an executive order late today. He says ending the separation of children from their parents at the border. saying he did not like the sight or the feeling of families being separated.
He didn't
even
like
though it
death
began with
threats.
his zero-tolerance policy. The country and the world for days seeing children in cages. Tonight, after signing the order, the president now saying, I think the word compassion comes into it. And tonight, the boy separated from his family for 8 months, left here in the U.S. even after his father was deported. Tonight, the scene as he now leaves the U.S. and we're in Guatemala witnessing the new trauma. The tornado watch as we come on the air tonight, at least 5 reported twisters and the flash flood emergency unfolding right now. Roads submerged, water rescues underway. The deadly police shooting, an unarmed teen sprinting from a car shot 3 times in the air. Authorities tonight are now looking at this video. The major new headline breaking involving President Trump's one-time attorney and longtime friend, Michael Cohen. Cohen now breaking with the president will have his new words. And the bridge inferno, the deadly collision, a tractor trailer smashing into vehicles, and the workers trapped under the bridge.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us, and we begin tonight with the stunning reversal. Late today, President Trump signing an executive order that he says will keep families and children from their parents coming into this country illegally. It was just Friday when the president was asked, will he stop this? He said, we can't executive order. But that is exactly what he did today, the president saying he did not like the sight. After those images were seen by the world, children in cages, the audio of the children crying after being sent away, all a result of the president's zero-tolerance policy. As we heard the president today saying as he signed the order, I think the word compassion comes to mind. Tonight, the new questions here, did he need this executive order? Why didn't the president call his Justice Department days ago? ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega leading us off again tonight.
In the Oval Office today, President Trump did exactly what he said he could not do. He ended his policy separating migrant families at the border with the stroke of a pen.
We're going to keep the families together. I didn't like the sight or the feeling of families being separated, but we're keeping families together, and this will solve that problem.
It is a stunning reversal. Just days ago, and Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen insisting Congress alone can fix it. Last night, Nielsen was shouted down by protesters as she dined at a Mexican restaurant.
Shame! 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 And kids don't eat in peace! You don't eat in peace!
And the president himself coming face to face with the outrage as he walked the halls of Congress.
You're separating the children. Mr. President, don't you have kids?
Exactly 75 days after he began his zero-tolerance crackdown, the crisis reaching fever pitch after those images of children in cages and the sounds of their cries. Today, news that babies are being held in facilities called tender age shelters. Veteran Republican Senator Orrin Hatch calling tender age shelters a chilling phrase we will not soon forget. He tweeted, the child separation policy should be halted now. The administration has struggled to explain its policy, Nielsen bristling when asked if the children were being used as pawns.
Are you intending for parents to be separated from their children? Are you intending to send a message?
I find that offensive.
Why?
Yeah, because why would I ever create a policy that purposely does that?
Perhaps it's a deterrent.
No. Hours later, she was contradicted by the Attorney General.
Is it a deterrent, sir?
Well,
are you considering it a deterrent?
Yes, hopefully people will get the message and come through the border at the port of entry and not break across the border unlawfully.
The flames fanned by the president's former campaign manager's reaction on Fox News
De una niña de 10 años.
to the Mexican government's allegation that a girl with Down syndrome was separated from her mother.
I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. Wow. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome being taken from her mother? How dare you?
Today, President Trump called it an impossible dilemma. He said his own wife and daughter were moved by the images. Sources tell us they both lobbied him to put an end to the policy, even as they now face widespread backlash, people calling them complicit.
If you're really, really pathetically weak, the country's going to be overrun with millions of people. And if you're strong, then you don't have any heart. That's a tough dilemma. Perhaps I'd rather be strong, but that's a tough dilemma.
Faced with mounting political pressure, this is how the president explained the reversal.
I think the word compassion comes into it, but it's still equally as tough, if not tougher.
And Cecilia Vega joined us live from the White House. Cecilia, President Trump says his zero-tolerance policy is still in effect tonight. Children and parents who enter the country illegally will now be detained together, according to his executive order, as their cases are reviewed. But that leads to new questions. Among them, how long can the Trump administration detain entire families?
Well, for now, we know it's up to 20 days, David, but the White House is asking the judge to be able to go beyond that. So these could potentially be long-term stays for these families. This executive order does allow for new construction for facilities to house some of these families. This is far from over, David. President Trump said today that he is bracing for potential lawsuits.
Cecilia Vega leading us off. It was last night here we reported on a young boy separated from his father 8 months ago, left back here in the U.S. after his father was deported. Well, tonight, 8 months later, we are there as he says goodbye to his foster family here in the U.S. and then arrives home hours later in Guatemala. The trauma on his face all over again. ABC's Alex Perez tonight on The Journey.
It's 4 in the morning and 10-year-old Samuel is already at the airport. After a late night of packing up his teddy bear and art supplies, he's about to board a flight from Michigan back home to his native Guatemala to reunite with his family he hasn't seen in 8 months. Samuel with his foster parents, who are still fostering other children, so we agreed not to show their faces. They and their own 3 children have been caring for Samuel since the boy's father illegally crossed the border with him and they were apprehended. Immigration officials immediately separating them. His father deported, already back in Guatemala.
His father was then taken away in what he described as handcuffs behind his back. And our boy was then detained for 24 hours in a detention facility. But when he came to us, he was extraordinarily fearful. He was afraid to eat. He was afraid to look. His clothes were soiled. He wouldn't use the bathroom.
His father deported to Guatemala, but the boy still here in the United States, separated from his parents, able to speak to his father only by phone.
He was overcome. He couldn't talk. He was crying so hard that he was almost to the point of being sick.
Since the separation, Samuel living here in their home, drawing, playing, becoming one of the family. And this morning, as Samuel said goodbye, tears and hugs from his new family in America as he boards his flight to family in Guatemala. Samuel boards the plane accompanied by an ICE agent. The big question tonight, with President Trump signing that executive order today, what will happen to the families now separated, whose parents have gone back to their country but their kids are still in America? And what about the detained parents who've been moved to different cities in the U.S. away from their children? Back in Guatemala, waiting in tears, his father, Anacleto Cortez. I asked him how he feels.
I may look like I'm okay, he says, but my heart has been in pain, hurting because of this.
About 8 hours later, Samuel lands in Guatemala City, and after an evaluation by doctors, he's brought in to reunite with his family. The tearful look in his eyes and confusion on his face, the room filled with government officials. Samuel overwhelmed, appearing shell-shocked, going back to a family he loves and having to leave a family he loves.
And Alex Perez joined us live tonight from Guatemala City. Alex, it was difficult to watch that reunion, really, as the pictures came into the newsroom late today. We were all watching. We know he was separated from his family, then 8 months here without them, then the tears leaving his foster family here, then the trauma again when he arrived home late today. You've been in touch with his foster family back here in the U.S. tonight. What are they telling you?
That's right, David. I just got off the phone with his foster mom, and she says she's still very concerned about all the trauma he's faced with all of this back and forth, but she says she's committed to maintaining a relationship with him and says they even plan to financially help with some of his basic needs. They've already helped Dad buy a bed for him. David?
Alex Perez tonight. Alex, thanks. And on the Texas border tonight, word of those tender age facilities now for the babies. Just hours before the executive order was signed, those words causing even more outrage. But tonight, even as the president signs that new order, we went to an event in Duluth where the president's supporters are gathering for a campaign-style event. One saying that the images do not bother him, that these children have been well taken care of. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez on that front tonight.
She's the little girl whose voice was heard around the nation. 6-year-old Allison Jimena Valencia Madrid now speaks with her mother, who was arrested when they crossed the border illegally, fleeing gang violence. Mom and daughter separated. ProPublica first obtaining that audio tape, which it says was recorded after that separation. You can hear Allison begging authorities to let her call her aunt. That phone number memorized. We tried finding Allison ourselves.
Hi there, my name is Gio Benitez with ABC News.
Officials wouldn't say where she is, but she was able to make that call to her aunt, who told ProPublica that Allison was crying and begging me to go get her. She says, "I promise I'll behave, but please get me out of here. I'm all alone." This, as we learned of those so-called tender age shelters where some of the youngest children are kept, including babies. A visiting doctor saying she found traumatized children, one crying inconsolably. And this woman sends in deacons to pray with the girls in that shelter.
Every single child gets up and begins to pray to God in a loud voice. Please, God, send me back to my parents. I want to see my mommy. I want to see my daddy.
But many across the country supported the president's zero-tolerance policy.
Did those images of children bother you?
No. What? Because they're well paid for. We're paying $700 a day per child. If a person goes to prison or jail, they're separated from their children.
And Gio Benitez joined us from the U.S.-Mexico border tonight. We've been talking to Americans around the country, Gio, and orders stand by the president and his decision to wait until today for that executive order.
That's right, David. Some of them said that we need to solve problems here at home first before helping people from other countries.
And now that he has signed the executive order, Gio, we know that children won't be separated from their parents, according to the president late today. But in the meantime, do we have any idea about the more than 2,000 children in this country already in detention centers and in shelters? When will they be reunited with their families?
And we don't know just yet, David, and that's because it's usually a very, very difficult process. And as you said, we're now talking about more than 2,300 children here.
Gio Benitez back with us tonight. Thank you, Gio. We're going to move on this evening to the severe storm threat at this hour. Several tornadoes reported in Iowa already. A rope tornado, as they call it, touching down in Weld County, Colorado. The flash flood emergency along the Texas coast today. Water rescues in Mercedes, Texas. There are new alerts tonight from Iowa all the way over to the East Coast. Chief Meteorologist Ginger D back with us live right alongside the George Washington Bridge tonight. Ginger, what's the latest?
Oh, impressive numbers, David, coming out of Texas, especially in southeast Texas. A place called Harlingen, which is a city just north of Brownsville, has seen more than 14 inches of rain with this system. That tropical wave still bringing flash flood warnings and watches almost all along the coast of the Gulf up to the Louisiana state line. And tornado warnings in place in that watch in eastern Iowa right now. It's happening. Law enforcement actually confirmed a tornado there just south and east of Cedar Rapids. Now, look at this map. Another 5 inches possible along the Gulf on top of what they've already had, David.
Ginger, we'll see you first thing in the morning on GMA. In the meantime, we turn tonight to the new headline involving Michael Cohen, for the first time distancing himself from President Trump. The president's former personal attorney and longtime friend today resigning from his post with the RNC. And in his resignation letter, he cites the Russia investigation. He also then takes direct aim at the president for the images the nation and the world has seen these last few days. Again tonight, ABC's Kira Phillips.
He was the gatekeeper and confidant to Donald Trump for more than a decade.
I'll do anything to protect Mr. Trump.
But tonight, for the first time, the president's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, is distancing himself from his old boss. ABC News has learned Cohen resigned his position on the Republican National Committee in an email, saying he has too much on his plate. He's been under federal investigation for months. In that same email, Cohen, who has never publicly criticized the president, attacked the Trump administration's now rescinded policy separating immigrant parents and children, writing, as the son of a Polish Holocaust survivor, the images and sounds of this family separation policy is heart-wrenching. Children should never be used as bargaining chips.
Talk to Mr. Trump about a pardon?
President Trump has insisted his former fixer would never flip. Are you concerned Michael Cohen backflipped on you? But sources tell ABC News Cohen is likely to cooperate with federal investigators.
And Kira, there's news tonight that Michael Cohen has now hired a new lawyer.
That's right. Cohen has hired criminal defense attorney Guy Petrillo, who once led the same unit in New York's Southern District that's investigating Cohen now. So the big question tonight, do all these developments create a foundation for a flip? David?
Kira Phillips on the case again tonight. Thanks, Kira. There's still much more of that in World News tonight this Wednesday. The deadly police shooting an unarmed teen sprinting from a car, shot 3 times and killed. Also tonight, the bridge inferno, a deadly collision, a tractor trailer smashing into vehicles, workers trapped underneath that bridge. Pope Francis punishing a well-known archbishop in the Catholic Church here in the U.S. We'll tell you why in a moment. And then that scene in court playing out today, the desperate 911 call in the child abuse case that made national headlines with a teenager told the dispatcher after escaping her parents' home. A lot more news ahead.
Plaque psoriasis can be relentless. Your plaques are always there at the worst times, constantly interrupting you with itching, burning, and stinging. Being this uncomfortable is unacceptable. Tremfya works differently for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. With Tremfya, you can get clearer and stay clearer. In fact, most patients who saw 90% clear skin at 28 weeks stay clearer through 48 weeks. Tremfya works better than Humira in providing clearer skin, and more patients were symptom-free with Tremfya.
Tremfya will lower your ability to fight infections and even increase your risk of infections. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or have symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Before starting Tremfya, tell your doctor if you plan to or have recently received a vaccine.
Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Tremfya, because you deserve to stay clearer. Janssen wants to help you explore cost support options for Tremfya.
My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but now I take Metamucil every day. It traps and removes the weight that weighs me down, so I feel lighter. Try Metamucil and begin to feel what lighter feels like.
My tip to you is your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Today, back pain can't win. Now introducing Aleve Back and Muscle Pain. Only Aleve targets tough pain for up to 12 hours with just one pill. Back and muscle. All day strong, all day long.
Next tonight, here's a deadly police shooting in East Pittsburgh. Police are now reviewing cell phone video killed while running from a car. ABC's Kenneth Moden in Pennsylvania.
Tonight, multiple law enforcement agencies are reviewing this video and these shots fired by police. Killing a teenager seen running from an officer in East Pittsburgh.
They ran. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. You thought the boys just were running.
Around 8:30 Monday night, investigators say police stopped this vehicle. A suspected getaway car involved in a nearby shooting that happened minutes before. The back window shot out.
The driver of the vehicle was ordered out by the officer and directed to the ground. 2 other occupants of the vehicle then bolted from the vehicle on foot.
Police said the officer fired on the 2 runners. One of them, unarmed 17-year-old Antoine Rose, hit 3 times, pronounced dead at the hospital. Inside the car, investigators say they found 2 guns. They interviewed the 20-year-old driver, but later released them. David, you just learned the officer who shot Antoine Rose was sworn in last night, working his first shift with the department. He's on paid leave.
How do you know?
Officials here are calling for patience as they investigate. David?
Thank you. When we come back, a prominent archbishop here in the U.S. punished by Pope Francis tonight. And that deadly bridge collision and tractor trailer and several vehicles workers trapped. Back in a moment.
You shot the kid in the back.
If you're moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's symptoms
You don't think that's
are
wrong?
holding you back,
It's totally wrong.
and your current treatment hasn't worked well
Maybe
enough,
they did just shoot somebody down the street, but
it
who
may
you
be
shoot
time
the
for a
gun?
change.
Like, look, he didn't have a gun on him. He wasn't shooting
Ask your doctor about Entyvio, the only biologic developed and approved just for UC and Crohn's. Entyvio works at the site of inflammation in the GI tract and is clinically proven to help many patients achieve both symptom relief and remission. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection caused by a virus, may be possible. This condition has not been reported with Entyvio. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur with Entyvio. If your UC or Crohn's treatment isn't working for you, ask your gastroenterologist about Entyvio. Entyvio, relief and remission within reach.
Why did I want a Crest 3D White Smile? Dinner date. Meeting his parents' dinner date. So I used Crest 3D White to lose 95% of surface stains in just 3 days for a whiter smile that will win them over. Crest, healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Lately I've been selective about what I eat. This new Dental Select 10 has 10 amazing ingredients.
With real beef plus accents of sunflower oil and apples. So your butt's all nuts.
You want me living all over that?
New Dental Select 10. 10 ingredients, one thoughtful recipe. If you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, little things can be a big deal. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clear skin is achievable after just 4 months, with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaques. And the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Tell your doctor if these occur. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Other side effects include upper respiratory tract infections and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
What if the vacuum head was reborn? Shark has added a rotating soft brush, so while deep cleaning carpets, you can also grab large particles, pull in piles, and directly engage floors. Duo Clean, invented by Shark.
Nasty nighttime heartburn? Try new Alka-Seltzer DM gummies, the only fast, powerful heartburn relief plus melatonin so you can fall asleep quickly.
Oh, what a relief it is.
To the mix of other news, in a deadly bridge inferno near the nation's capital, a truck and several vehicles colliding and bursting into flames above the Potomac. 3 workers were trapped under the bridge, rescued by nearby fireboats. The one death is believed to be the truck driver. 8 more were injured. A desperate 911 call was played in court in a child abuse case that made national headlines. The Turpins and their 13 children. 17-year-old daughter calling for help after escaping the Paris, California home of David and Louise Turpin, reporting that 2 siblings had been chained for punishment. The teen describing malnourished and filthy conditions. The parents have pleaded not guilty to child abuse and torture. A judge will now decide whether there's
what? Is he not going on the trip? Is he not going on the trip? Badass. Get down! Yes. The news.
That's my son.
It's on commercial. It's on a commercial. It's on commercial. See? Avion, Dad said you better behave yourself. You gonna hurt your nuts. Dad said behave yourself. He's crazy. You better not. Yeah. Yesterday I called him a little badass. He was like, Mommy, don't say badass. That's not nice. Why'd you got an adopted cat? Well, give the cat a home. Give the cat a home. What's one more? Give him a bath. Go to Petco. You're so mean. I wish I could have a cat. I would have a house full of them. I love kitties. Yesterday, Will had went live on Facebook. You remember Will, right? He went live on Facebook. He's never gone live before. And he went live because he went outside to drive his car off. And he kept hearing a noise. He opened up the hood of his car. There was a cat underneath the hood of his car. It went up through the tire. And it was stuck. And he had to call animal control. Animal control came and got the cat out. It looked like Tigger. Yeah, a little tiny kitty. It was me. I was going meow, 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 going crazy. I was like, oh, poor kitty. It looked maybe 6 months old, 5 months old. It wasn't too big. The cat wasn't that big. Going meow, meow, meow. And they put it in the back of the Oh, they do? Because I wasn't sure. I was like, where does animal control take these animals? They take them to a kill shelter? It was so cute. I was like, aw, it was so cute. It had a tiny little head. Oh, look at the baby. Avion James. Medicare sucks. The problems we go through with Medicare, oh my goodness. I can't stand it. It's like, why do they even have it? Miss Janie got a walker now. Where you going? Hi, handsome. Oh my goodness, Davion, you're insane. He be bugging. There's nothing on TV. Dag it, y'all. That poor kitty, it wants a home. Oh, there's nothing on TV. $3 cones for Mr. Slaughter. For real. Yesterday when he went to get his hair cut, he was standing around the house with his uniform still on. So I said, put your sandals on and go get your hair cut. And he said, I could wear my sandals? Yeah? How come you letting me wear my sandals? Because again, it's like 100 degrees outside and you're not going anywhere, you're not going to school. That's the only time you really need sneakers on. You could let your feet air out, funky feet. At the bottom. Now I looked right at the basketball shorts and I'm like, I'm gonna remember to put them in the bag, and still forgot. Yeah, the bugs. Yep, I got on long pants too when I'm in the house. Bites yesterday, I was mad. Sitting in the house. Me either. And my food ready too. There's nothing on TV. What the heck, man? Oh, I should just go to bed. Dion left. Orange. He slept the other day. For the time he came home from school, it's about 7. I'm like, are you gonna go to bed sometime today? And so because he stayed up, because he was up for so long, sleep for so long, I had him go lay in the bed with me to go to sleep. But if I sent him in his room, he would have never went to sleep. Yep, watching the movie or something. Davion, did you eat the rest of your dried apples? No? I think somebody has been throwing out my silverware. And I hardly have any forks now. Yep. Ooh, Avion getting that good. I'll be telling him that. today. What's up, Buck? Where you play at? Hurry up, I want to eat. That's where you play at? Why you playing in dirt? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. He put it down. Amy? No, he put it down. He felt, wait a minute, Mom, and walked away. I can't stand when Dion fries my chicken and he rushing. Washing the car. Where's Tiara Marie? Where's Tiara Marie? Where's Tiara? Oh. So sticky, icky. Chicken is making me mad. Cause Dion don't fry chicken hard enough. I like my chicken fried hard. Alright man, bye you later. Later.
Insurance company. Hey, wouldn't you guys answer and just sort of pretend to be my secretary or something?
Don't be a child, just pick it up.
Abby, would you?
Agent DeNozzo's office? How can I help you? He's not available right now. Can I take a message? That's pretty harsh. You need to be a little more sympathetic, okay? This has been very traumatic. I don't like your tone. Why don't I have Mr. DeNozzo call you back at his convenience? Okay, I'll tell him.
Great, thanks. Tell me what?
They're canceling your policy.
What?
If you don't call him back in 24 hours.
Oh, come on! Such a nightmare! Oh, what am I supposed to do? I got no car. I need wheels. McGee, you're gonna have to drive me home tonight.
I'm sorry, is that your way of asking for a favor?
Pick me up in the morning.
You are aware the city has an excellent public transportation system?
Any idea who he is?
I must apologize for my unbridled optimism this morning, Jessica. I am no closer to identifying this man now than before. Abby ran his DNA and she came up empty.
guy's had more plastic surgery than Joan Rivers and Cher combined.
That is an inappropriate remark, Mr. Palmer, however accurate. This man has gone to great lengths to conceal his identity. Besides removing his fingerprints, all of the key parameters for facial recognition have been surgically altered. Shape of his nose, the length of his chin.
He's even had the contour and length of his ears changed.
In recent years, ears have proven to be a more unique ID than fingerprints. They have a 96.6% degree of accuracy.
Like good old-fashioned dental nerds.
Not useless in this case. All of his teeth have been replaced by full-mouth dental implants.
This guy's even had a tattoo removed over here.
I'm sorry to sound so discouraging, Jethro, but I can assure you, we will continue to work on him. You can't hide from me forever.
Now all you've got to do is walk straight up the wall between platforms 9 and 10.
Natural Bliss is made with only a few natural ingredients: milk, cream, pure cane sugar, and natural flavors, and no GMOs. Natural Bliss, natural ingredients, and nothing else.
The Mitsubishi Motors Summer Season Pass sales event. 0% financing for 72 months, and no payments for 90 days on select models. Hurry into your local Mitsubishi Motors dealer for our award-winning line of vehicles. Exciting offers end July 5th.
You are amazing. You're a thunder therapist, and you choose Rachel Ray Nutrish, offering recipes with real meat as the #1 ingredient, and options with 0 grains. That's amazing. Nutrish, real recipes, real ingredients, real good.
You won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
It's time for some straight talk. You love your phone.
I have something to tell you. Something really special.
But you hate the big bill.
You know, we've been together for 6 years, and I think that...
Enough already, I'm done.
Ditch the bill with the Straight Talk Wireless SIM kit and keep your phone, 4G LTE network, and number for up to 30% less. Text BYOP to 611611 to see if your phone is compatible.
Why haven't I switched?
Switch to who?
Get the ultimate unlimited plan for just $55 a month, no contract. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Do not play that. Thanks. Why don't you fetch me some Vito's? Fetch me a bear native.
Fostering the art of refinement. One dark chocolate rises above the rest. Lint Excellence, created by our master chocolatiers. Pure, rich, darkly intense. Made like no other. Crafted elegantly thin to reveal complex layers of flavor. Experience excellence with all your senses. And discover chocolate beyond compare. Try Lint Excellence with a touch of sea salt.
Think fast. This week, carry out a large 2-topping pizza for just $5.99. Only at Pizza Hut when you order online. That's right, a large pizza for $5.99. Hurry, because this deal ends Sunday. Just another reason why no one out pizzas the Hut.
I Toyota Highlander. I love it. And I'm keeping my family safe at no extra cost thanks to Toyota Safety Sense. Some of the features would cost more than $12,500 in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. For that, I give my Highlander 5 stars.
Tested, trusted, Toyota. Lease a 2018 Toyota Highlander for just $250 a month. Plus, every Toyota comes with Toyota Care from the last maintenance plan. Find your Toyota at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Go ahead, attention now.
The Queen of SVU Marathon, Thursday at 9 a.m., followed by the season premiere of Queen of the South on USA.
I pulled the utility records from Miller's rental house for the past 6 months. This is a graph of water, power, and gas consumption. As you can see, 3 months ago, all three rose sharply, suggesting an active person was residing there.
And I found Father's fingerprints everywhere. And there's more clues indicating he was there for some time. I called his father's DNA and also looked for that mug.
What is that in the bottom hole?
Dictyostelium discoideum. It's a slime mold. And it takes about 2 months to grow. That tells me that Wagner was there at least that long.
They didn't wash the cup.
No, pretty gross. I don't think the roomies are going to win any awards for good housekeeping.
And they had a visitor.
Yes, I pulled a fingerprint off that bottle.
Your motel?
The Mossad agent who was so unceremoniously delivered to me in the trunk of his car.
It confirms that he and Wagner were working together. Someone else to drive you in.
All I wanted was to stop for coffee. I was feeling intrigued.
No one eats or drinks in my car.
Well, I guess sex is out of the question.
Your car ride's really stiff. My car ride's fine, Tony. You were in an accident.
The Cadillac is like the clouds.
It's roomy, soft. Okay, you know what? Find yourself another ride.
It's for you, McGee. Please pick it up. It's driving me insane.
Special Agent McGee.
Hey, he was trying to do you a favor. Wise guy. How are you going to get to work?
I'll figure something out.
I'm not that far out of your way.
Start my mornings riding in with you. Hey. Why don't you take my mini for the next couple of days?
You kidding?
No. I'm going to start jogging to work. Just please don't tell him.
Jog.
I'm too sore. I can hardly move.
I'm fine.
Hey, what happened?
Nothing.
That's not from the accident. Here. Thank you, boss. What's this for?
You drove in with McGee?
That was Metro. They found the motorcycle a block from Union Station.
Wagner's on the move. He has an FTC.
Get the bike to Abby. Get security footage from the train station. I can't believe how fast this year has gone. You know, mine and Karina's first anniversary is only in a couple weeks. Pressure's on. Should I get her?
Well, one of the benefits of bachelorhood, Mr. Palmer, I don't have such problems. Oh, Chester, it's good you're here. Mr. Palmer and I finally have a lead on Mr. Miller's identity. The plastic surgeon who altered his face did a mentoplasty using a silicone prosthesis. That reshaped his jaw. What's more, he elongated the mandibular ramus.
That's a mouthful. The FDA requires that all devices can be tracked in case there's a recall.
Yeah, well, there it is. It has a serial number on it.
Like a lady duck.
No.
Abby contacted the manufacturer who gave her the name of the surgeon who installed the device, Dr. Madison Fielding.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why'd you wait so long?
I'm sorry.
To get your nose done? You're like older than my father.
Wipe the smirk off your face, McGee.
Gentlemen, the doctor will see you now.
Wipe that smirk off your face, Tony.
Dr. Fielding, These are the NCIS agents.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica.
How far? Ow. Wow. She's beautiful. Some of my best work.
Special Agents McGee and Denozo?
This is crazy. Carl Miller was killed in a shootout. What happened?
That's still under investigation. When did you do his surgery?
Well, after your call, I pulled up his file. It was just over 3 years ago. I did a lot of work on this.
What was wrong with him?
Nothing really. He was quite a good-looking guy.
But you did it.
Some people have unwarranted poor self-images of themselves. I'm here to help. Mr. Miller was quite insistent.
I guess no insurance, he paid in cash.
Did you take photographs of him before the surgery?
Yeah, I always do.
Could we see him?
Certainly.
Oh, wow. You completely changed his appearance.
That's what he wanted, to look different. Those are the newest saline implants. Do you want to feel one?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Him wanting to look different and raising red flags with you?
Well, maybe in hindsight, yeah.
Could you email me those photographs?
Absolutely. And what happened to you?
Car accident, just a little cut.
You want me to take a look at it? Pro bono? You don't want it to leave a scar?
Sure.
Touch it.
Father's calling.
Record.
Hello, Ziva. I'm making a habit of meeting like this. Glad to see her at work, not seriously injured. I was worried.
I doubt that. You care only about yourself.
We've known each other since childhood. You know that isn't true.
You've changed alone. You used your youth. Your brother now sits in American jail.
Oh, this is a strange business. It's changed us both. Could those two children ever have imagined the one would kill her own brother and the other his mentor?
He was your mentor, right? But he was my father. And he was trying to bring peace.
Eli was taking Mossad and our country in a dangerous direction. He was selling us out to Iran. It had to be stopped.
Are you calling me to tell me that, Alon?
No. There's something that you and NCIS missed out. As much as I didn't like or trust Ashkenazi, I did not kill him. There are others who are responsible for the assassination of your father's Iranian friend. Goodbye, Ziva. This is the last time we'll talk.
No, it's not. I will find you.
I don't feel hungry. I don't feel stuffed.
I don't feel guilty. I still look buff. Fresh flavor, feel-good food. Sabra hummus, the unofficial meal.
I just had Sabra hummus and now I feel good.
In 2 days. See it as big and loud as you can. We're not on an island anymore.
Find a world of inspiration. Ever-changing selection, ever-amazing prices. Home goods. Go find it.
This phone is so slow.
What's it gonna take for you to switch? What do you need, a selfie?
Sure.
Hey Google, take a selfie.
It can do that?
Get up to $750 back when you get 2 LG G7 Think Use at T-Mobile.
Think fast. This week, carry out a large 2-topping pizza for just $5.99. Only at Pizza Hut when you order online. That's right, a large pizza for $5.99. Hurry, because this deal ends Sunday. Just another reason why no one out pizzas the hut.
Buying a new grill from a big warehouse is like trying to start your old grill. You can end up standing around by yourself and nothing happens. Not at Ace. We got an exclusive lineup of premium brands, plus something that's hard to find these days. Premium service from local experts like Tony will ask the right questions to make sure you get the right grill. Gas, wood pellet, or Kamado style. That's why grilling starts at Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
People come here because this is an oasis. He's hiding something, and I'm gonna find it. I saw Al outside. If he's here, it's for something big.
Something bad is happening.
So did you earn this, Abs?
Oh, yes.
What do you got?
I ran facial recognition on Miller's pre-op photo, and I got a match to a South African passport. It's with great displeasure that I introduce you to Clive Goddard, a bad man, a really, really bad man. He's a mercenary that's involved in blood diamond smuggling. He disappeared in Angola 4 years ago, so Interpol and the South African police had presumed him dead.
Thanks.
Wait, I need a favor.
What, cat paddles on it?
I want these filthy things out of my lab. Would you put them into evidence, please? You men, women, and children were tortured and died mining those blood diamonds, and I don't want to.
Connection to Bodner.
I think it may be diamonds.
Gibbs, you believe Bodner's claim that he didn't kill Casimir?
Oh, you lie. Do we tell more?
Boss, I got something. See this video chat with Bodner? I enhanced the background and surrounding elements in the recording. Look at the deciduous trees. The leaves are in full bloom. They're approximately 3 to 4 weeks ahead of Washington, D.C. and the rest of the East Coast. It's unique to New York City.
And why is that?
Because of the heat from the surrounding buildings and the subway system, the seasons in New York are altered. Trees lose their leaves later and bloom early.
You think Bodner's in New York?
Yeah, I do. And there's this as well. These lampposts were designed especially for Central Park by Henry Bacon in 1907. Same guy who designed the Lincoln Memorial.
Makes sense, that's where Bodner is. If you wanted to convert diamonds into cash, there's no better place than New York's diamond district.
We should tell Morrow.
See if there's a diamond broker or a company named Reisinger in New York.
You and I have to let Homeland handle this. Understood?
What's so important?
We have reason to believe that Bodner is in New York City, Tom.
You disappoint me. I thought we had an understanding. NCIS was going to stay out of it.
Bodner contacted us. Special Agent Duffy, to be exact.
Did he tell her he was in New York?
No. And we were able to analyze the transmission to determine he was calling from Central Park. Our guess is he's trying to launder the diamonds.
What was the purpose of the call?
He and Agent David go way back, Tom. I'm guessing remorse for killing her father.
Well, I appreciate you making this call. Homeland has a major presence in New York. We'll take it from here.
He's all yours, Tom.
Didn't tell him about Casimir.
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because I'm not sure Bodner didn't kill him. Why pass on unsubstantiated information?
Leon. Something else.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed it's not us taking Bodner down. You can relate to that, can't you, Gibbs?
You really gonna run home? I could give you a ride.
I've been training, Mickey.
Training for what? Still can't believe you let Tony borrow your car.
It's just a car. Material possession. I have no emotional attachment to it.
Why are you two still here?
I was actually waiting for you. I think I found something. Mickey?
Yeah.
Connection between Wagner and the motel in Clive Goddard. Adam Eshel accessed Shin-Bet files from me and found an interesting photo. The two men were working for the South African mercenary in Angola.
Looks like they've stayed in touch. What was this photo taken?
5 years ago, Mossad was tracking bloodlines that were being used to finance terrorist activity.
That's good work, Sam.
Come on, let's go home. Get some rest.
You too, Mickey. I will. Just checking on something.
Brought back your plunder.
You've had it for 2 years. Why now? To know so open back with a burning desire to return my plunder.
It's just an excuse to talk to you about something. After all these years, you need an excuse. I'm worried about Siva.
Why?
How about she let me use her car? Which is actually pretty good. It drives better than you think, and it's pretty roomy on the inside. After Eli's death, I noticed it. She became secretive, more focused. Ziva wants revenge. Yeah, I know that. She's not gonna let it go, boss. It's out of her. Speaking of her hands, did you notice her knuckles?
No.
How was she in Berlin? Anything you didn't tell me about Berlin?
Boss, I'm really sorry. I screwed up. I sensed something was wrong, and I was right. I don't know how I could be so stupid.
Get to the point, Mickey.
We were played by Wagner. He set up a trap, and I fell right into it.
What exactly did you do to me?
He knew that we'd try and analyze the call to Ziva and determine where he was. So I did exactly what he wanted me to do. I analyzed the background. Let me show you something. Look at this. I created an algorithm comparing the background behind Wagner to recently posted videos on Cyberbit. Found this video. It's got over 10,000 hits in the last few days.
It's the same background.
Yep. Now watch what happens when I run them simultaneously.
That dog's pretty good.
He leaps in both images at the exact same time.
But I wanted to make it look like he was in the yard.
He matted himself into the video. Now I have no idea where he is.
My dad was killed by a sniper. Never find out who and why.
It was a long time ago. You don't feel like you're chasing ghosts.
Swagger knows. Let me deal with swag. Any man who lays hands on somebody that I love just go to cancer. This needs to end as soon as I know the truth.
I have type 2 diabetes. I'm trying to manage my A1C. Then I learned type 2 diabetes puts me at greater risk for heart attack or stroke. Can one medicine help treat both blood sugar and cardiovascular risk? I asked my doctor. She told me about non-insulin Victoza. Victoza is not only proven to lower A1C and blood sugar, but for people with type 2 diabetes treating their cardiovascular disease, Victoza is also approved to lower the risk of major CV events, such as heart attack, stroke, or death. While not for weight loss, Victoza may help you lose some weight.
Victoza is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Victoza if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Victoza or any of its ingredients. Stop taking Victoza and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, or symptoms of a serious allergic reaction such as rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing. Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis. So stop taking Victoza and call your doctor right away if you have of severe pain in your stomach area. Tell your doctor your medical history. Gallbladder problems have happened in some people. Tell your doctor right away if you get symptoms. Taking Victoza with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, indigestion, and constipation. Side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
Change the course of your treatment. Ask your doctor about Victoza.
I don't feel hungry. I don't feel stuffed.
I don't feel guilty. I still look buff. Fresh flavor, feel-good food. Sabra hummus, the unofficial meal.
I just had Sabra hummus and now I feel good.
We made it! Yeah!
And they made lemonade, made with real lemons. Great choice for a hot summer day. Just as good as signing your son up for Kibo.
Go!
Looks like someone just started his lifelong journey to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Well, maybe the journey starts next season.
We have to stop her. Total product reaches the Mexican market. I want her found. She wants more. I will fight for it's mine.
Why am I the only one here on the time?
Something came up. We had to come back. Kids McGee and I were here until 6 a.m. Never got to bed. Just went home to change.
Oh, why was I not called?
Let's say ask McGee, the dump. He's beating himself up.
What happened?
He realized Bogner staged his call to him. He wanted us to think he was in New York before Timmy took the baby.
Juan was always very smart and devious.
You fill you in? Just met with Vance. He's calling Tom Morrow to explain we sent Homeland on a wild goose chase.
Not a call I want to make.
So we're back to square one.
Yeah, we have to revisit every clue, every shred of evidence.
Damn, Dougie's not picking up.
He's releasing Clive Goddard's body to South African authorities. Stenozo, go down, stop me.
On my way.
Diva, get Abby and over.
Did you ready to travel?
Well, my assistant, Mr. Palmer, is preparing the remains as we speak. You can pick them up at your convenience. Yes, that will be fine. Buy a donkey.
Did you just say buy a donkey?
No, Tony, I was speaking Afrikaans, the official language of South Africa. Buy a donkey simply means thank you very much. I was making arrangements with the embassy to pick up Mr. Goddard here.
Flag on the play, Ducky. I have to hold off.
We're not releasing the body?
Not yet. Sorry. Afrikaans, Dr. Mallard. Never cease to amaze me.
I don't speak the language, just a few key phrases. I lectured at the University of Pretoria one summer on anatomical, clinical, and forensic pathology. My students used to call me Dr. Ayent. Ayent is the Afrikaans for duck.
Interesting. That note that we found in Goddard's pocket, C. Reisiger 19. We didn't know that he was South African. Then is it possible that those words are Afrikaans?
Quite possibly. It sounds Germanic Dutch, from which the Afrikaans language is derived.
You know what? I have a translation app on my phone. I got it when we were planning the honeymoon in Europe. Never got to go. Let's see if it has Afrikaans.
Cons. Afrikaans.
Let's see if it has Afrikaans. Ah, I don't believe it. It does.
What? Try Reisiger.
Yep. Pronounced Reisiger. Means voyager, traveler.
How about C, S-E-E?
Means sea, S-E-A. Like ocean.
Nice. You guys are the best.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Tom, but
Look, I hope you keep me posted, huh? All right, fine, if that's the way you...
You got a hard ass.
Learn things from this letting. Sent him to New York on purpose to get Homeland out of the picture.
I don't
Tom. Hey, Robert. You know, he's threatening to go to the Director of National Intelligence if we don't lay off.
So do we. Lay off.
The man who killed my wife, Peters.
Sea, ocean, Voyager, travel, 19, whatever that could mean.
Maybe it's a date. A flight number?
Oh, how about this? It's a freighter with a Liberian registry called the Ocean Voyager.
Where'd you come up with that?
Been running the names of ships.
Where is it?
It is in the port of Baltimore. And get this, it's docked at Pier 19, scheduled to leave for Cape Town, South Africa tonight.
New York was a misdirected icon. You redeemed yourself in the goof up.
It's ironic. The diamonds go full circle back to Africa where they can be easily laundered. There are more uncut, untraceable diamonds there than anywhere else in the world.
Wonder if Bonner learned that from your father. Where's Gibbs?
With the director.
We gotta tell him. Hey, aren't you coming?
Go ahead, I'll be right there.
Thank you.
Told you I would find you out.
Never give up. Always admired that about you, Steve. I could offer you a fortune in diamonds. But I know that mean nothing to you.
There's only one thing I want.
I'm gonna stand trial in this country. Or am I going back to this one?
ship.
You know I will.
I also know he wouldn't shoot an unarmed man in the back.
Elon, stop. Elon.
Think that fire is Zena's doing? Come in. You all right? Is it over?
It's over.
Previously on NCIS.
What are you doing? That's Casimir. You guys need to get back contemporary. Casimir's first visit to the U.S. Eli just happens to be here.
How could Eli be dead? I was the one who approached him about forging peace to begin with.
What are you not telling me, Tom?
The CIA took out Casimir that night.
Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, you've manipulated evidence and you've obstructed justice. Overnight delivery left him on the front porch. Label says it was shipped from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Lead Navy SEAL Lieutenant Chadwick Bragg.
I've got thousands of documents ready to indict Leroy Jethro Gibbs.
Parsons, you should know that Gibbs' team handed in the resignations. Tom Morrow may have us all. If we pull it off, it's going away.
Where's Gibbs?
On a mission for Jason.
Gibbs, do it.
Sir, I need a moment.
Where's your go on? I figured you'd be drowning your sorrows by now.
Well, I know that Secretary Jarvis is inside, and I would like 5 minutes with both of you to discuss NCIS.
This is not the place.
My job was to clean up the Navy's investigative branch, and I've been sidelined by some half-assed classified mission because you guys wanted Gibbs to play cowboy.
Homeland is not the only agency authorizing this. Secretary Jarvis and the director of the CIA both agree. The mission takes precedence.
But my case was a political slam-dunk. Gibbs is being given a get-out-of-jail-free card. It's wrong.
What's wrong is we continue this conversation for 1 more minute. Gibbs has a job to do. Your tunnel vision, stubborn determination is getting in the way.
Please tell me, what is so important that one assignment from a career of Little Britain?
The less you know, the better. Believe me, I'm doing you a favor.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
There's a line in the sand crosses. They'll cross it.
You can drink, eat well, and exercise, but to look completely healthy, you need healthy skin. Cetaphil Water-Like Moisturizers immediately rehydrate skin for continuous hydration, day and night. Complete your healthy routine with Cetaphil.
Did I remember to take the pill?
You could forget about taking your birth control every day with Kylina. It's from the maker of Mirena.
My pills. Did I pack my pills?
Kylina is a small IUD that prevents pregnancy for up to 5 years. Don't use Kylina if you have a pelvic infection, get infections easily, or have certain cancers. Less than 1% of users get serious infection called PID. If you have pelvic or stomach pain or if Kylina comes out, talk to your OBGYN. Kylina may attach to or go through the uterus. Pregnancy with Kylina is uncommon but can be life-threatening and may cause loss of pregnancy or fertility. Ovarian cysts may occur but usually disappear. Bleeding and spotting may increase in the first 3 to 6 months and remain irregular. Periods over time usually become shorter, lighter, or may stop. Kylina does not protect against HIV or STDs. Forget about remembering to take the pill. Ask your OBGYN about Kylina.
Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice Cocktail tastes real good, and it's packed with powerful cranberry nutrients that can help your body defend against certain infections.
I'll be your body on cranberry juice. Bring it on, bad stuff. Still healthy.
Mr. Sawyer, after your security assessment, what do you think of the proposal?
You built the tallest, most advanced building in the world, but you brought with it every fire and security challenge that I can think of, and trapped them 3,500 feet in the air. But I'm just a glorified security guard, so the hell do I know anyway?
Skyscraper, rated PG-13.
Does this map show the Peninsula Trail?
You won't find that on a map. I'll take you there. Take this left. If you listen real hard,